Hello and welcome back to Analog Comics. I'm going to do now unboxing. I don't actually remember if I've ever done an unboxing video. I've done comic hauls, but not an unboxing one, I think. The reason why I'm doing the unboxing is that this is a test. You see, I've been looking for a more reliable source for, buying comics. And by reliable, I mean buying certain comics that are not always easily found elsewhere. And this time it's focused mainly on Cinebook publications. Finland is far away, even from the places that are close. And buying comics in Europe, there are really good places like Waltz Comics, Comics Buckle, and then the German Amazon, which I'd rather avoid if possible. But for example, buying Cinebook comic books, that has been the best source so far. And now I've seen that their selection is declining fast. They do list the comics there, but the lead times, the shipping times can be a year. And often they say that they have few in stock. But if it says few in stock, they don't actually have it and it never ships. But then I found this one. This way. Adlibris. This is Nordic countries comic book. It's like Amazon for Nordic countries, I guess. And I have ordered before from them. I have ordered something, but they used to have a very small listing. But now they obviously changed their ways. So this might be useful info, at least for those who live in the Nordic countries. You see, what they are doing now is that they list more comics than they have in their inventory. Like many of the comics here that I ordered were not in their warehouse. In Scandinavia and in Nordic countries, I think that is a smart way to do business, meaning that they are a logistic hub. They do have a warehouse and they have in their warehouse stuff that they think that is moving fast all the time so that it turns into money. But what they do now is kind of a semi-drop shipping, meaning that Adlibris has their computers in live connections to hundreds of suppliers all around Europe, so they can see what they have in stock. And if, let's say, there's some UK seller that they have stuff in stock, so it shows on Adlibris site that it's in stock and you can order it. And this is helpful because then I know that when I order it, at least their supplier in UK can ship it to Adlibris and they can package and ship it to me. This might sound a process that takes too long time and is too complicated for those living in Central Europe. But trust me, when you live in Scandinavia, the shops don't have the possibility to have 30 million books in their warehouse. It's just not possible. We are so small market. But with this system, we can have at least access to these books. And yes, it can take even a month to arrive, but at least you get them. And that is better than not having them at all. The prices for, at least for the Cinebook comics here, they were a bit higher at Adlibris than they were, let's say, in Amazon Germany. But since they only list them, but they don't have it. And even if they say they have it, they don't have it. So it doesn't matter what they say about the pricing. It's like fake news. For me, the availability, the ability to at least get something, even if it takes a month, is way more important than empty promises of cheap prices. But okay, let's jump into the box and see that if they actually only ship me bricks and not comics. At least it's heavy. I brought me a scissors, but it looks like that their box, it has these rip things that you just rip off and then you get the box open. This is very satisfying if it works. I hate when these things, if they cut in the middle. Let's see what happens. Yes, such a satisfaction. Oh, and by the way, Adlibris had a good system that when I ordered the books, they immediately sent me a message where I could see that what they actually have in their warehouse and what books they were waiting to arrive from other suppliers. And there were two particular books in this order that made the shipping take at least 2 weeks longer. The other books that they had to order came in really fast. And once they all arrived, I got the notification and then it shipped immediately. So they are really fast shipper at least. Okay, but let's look inside. Okay. So as I said, this was very heavy on the Cinebook comics. First, I got Thorgal. This is volume number 10. I actually have these until volume 9, so this is the next one. This is the Sunsword, more Thorgal. This is volume 11, the Invincible Fortress. I think I may put this on my examination table now that I have it. Let's take a peek inside just to see a few pages what this is like. Okay, and then the volume 11 looks like this. And of course, the Thorgal series is done by Rosinski doing the art and Jean Van Hamme writing the stories, both of these albums. I just recently released a video about Jean Van Hamme. So if you want to know more about this writer, he's a big name in European comics. So I have a video about that. And then, oh, here in between, okay, I'll show you this one again. It's another Thorgal. I forgot, I ordered 3 of these. This is volume 12, The Brand of Exiles. Maybe I'll show you just quickly some stuff inside. We don't have to go deeper as we just saw the 2 other albums. The same kind of art continues inside. Same artist, same writer. Thorgal. Okay, so the next 2 books are the 2 books that made this shipment come much slower. And the first one of them is Love and Rocket book by Jaime Hernandez, Mackie and the Mechanic. This is, as far as I know, the first one of his series. His brother doing the Palomar series. I have that first book of that series of Love and Rockets. And I liked it so much that I wanted to have first one of these 2. In case someone hasn't heard about it, let's take a quick look inside. I really like these softcover collections from Fantagraphics. There is so much to read in these, and the price is decent. And as I said, I already read the first book about Palomar, people in the town of Palomar, and this will be my introduction to this part of the Love and Rockets, and it looks like that. Okay, so this next book is the most difficult case in this order. I have a story about it which I think I should tell. This is the complete collection of Blake and Mortimer, volume 2. Now, Adlibris had this listed on their website, but they also had the complete collections 1, 3, and 4 listed there. But this one said that it's not out yet, and it didn't make any sense. So I contacted Cinebook, and because I'm old, I do that through Facebook. And I think it's usually Jerome St. Quentin who answers there. He does the translations for, I think, most of the Cinebook comics. And he's a really quick answering, and he helped me out a lot with this. You see, I contacted Adlibris, the company where I bought this from, and told them that you have listed this wrong. It says that it's not out yet, but I know it's out because there's already a volume 4 out. But they said that because the info to their site comes through these computers from their suppliers. So the problem is there. It's not on their computer. The availability info comes through their, well, whoever company supplies them these volumes of Blake and Mortimer. But they were crazy enough to tell me what company that was. And then I forwarded that information to Cinebook. Again, as an old man does it, through Facebook. So they took it as a challenge, and I don't know what they did, maybe extortion, bribery, something, but they made it happen so that it took about a week or two, and then it changed in Adlibris side that this is already out. So this is my thank you and shout out to Cinebook and specifically Jerome, if that was you, helping me with this, because now it's also listed correctly at Adlibris, and now they get to sell it. Everyone wins. And here it is. Let's look inside. Cinebook decided to collect all the Edgar B. Jacobs Blake and Mortimer. So Edgar B. Jacobs is the original creator of Blake and Mortimer. And they decided to make a hardcover collection of his books. Blake and Mortimer has been continued. The series has been continued after Edgar B. Jacobs passed away by other creators. But this looks to be done really well. I mean, you have some background info, all kinds of details, and then the actual albums. Printed in large format, like album size, but in hardcover. It collects 3 albums. The volume 2 has the two-parter Mystery of the Great Pyramid. I actually have this series in Finnish, but I don't have the yellow M at the moment. But the thing is that I know I want to have the whole series anyway, so I only have few of the Blake and Mortimers in Finnish at the moment, and it's easy for me to get rid of the Finnish comics in Finland, not the English ones. So this is, for me, this is a good upgrade, and I can get some money back from the Finnish versions. The next one is my guilty pleasure, Kaya by Wes Craig. This series caught my eye with its first trade paperback cover. It was just something about the art that I immediately liked. And I thought, Wes Craig name, it seems familiar. Then I realized that he's the artist behind Deadly Class. And I really like that art. So I just didn't remember his name. But I've been enjoying the story also. I'll show you what's inside. This has been just fast-paced, fun fantasy adventure. There is this girl, Kaya, with some kind of mystical robotic arm. She's angry all the time. And she travels with her brother, and they have to get from point A to point B while they're being hunted by these robot creatures or robot race. Yeah, it's been fun and also adventure that has at least enough character building to add a little bit more depth to the action bits here. But this is now the volume 4. So we're already at the trade paperback number 4. Okay, we move on. And surprise, the next one is from Cinebook. This time it's Nottingham, volume 1. I took these volume 1s here just to see what kind of series they are and if I want to continue reading them. This is also, as you can see, this is a larger size. Some of the earlier series and albums from Cinebook, they are much smaller, but then they changed to this decent regular European album size, which is a good move. And now I need to check out all these series, how they are and if I want to continue them. Let's look at the art inside. The twist in this Robin Hood version is that in this story he is also the sheriff of Nottingham. And it'll be interesting to see how that works. But I saw some sample pages and I liked the art so much that I decided to have a go. I don't remember now how many volumes there was out for this series. But there are more than one. There's already volume 2 mentioned here on the back cover. Then there are 3 more collected volumes of Blake and Mortimer. I'll put them on the table also. Let's take a quick look inside. At least I'm interested right away about the extras. In case you're interested to get to know Blake and Mortimer comics in general, I think this complete collection volume 1 is a perfect way to do that, as it includes 3 albums and it happens to be a 3-part story arc. The Secret of the Swordfish 1, 2, and 3, and they're all collected into this one big volume, hardcover volume with lots of extras, I assume. Yes, yes. I like this. I'll be reading these very carefully. I like the fact that Cinebook made the effort. Oh, by the way, I think this collection is exclusive to Cinebook, that it's not available through any other language or publisher. So that's like a second hat off for them. And The Secret of Swordfish is also one of their most famous stories anyway. So it's a really good place to start in case you want to see if you like the Blake and Mortimer at all. And as you can see, it's a bit wordy. And again, if you want to know more about wordiness, check out my Van Hamme video. There you have some discussion about Blake and Mortimer also. Here we got, this is volume, this is the volume 3. And again, yes, good, good. I really like the fact that there's that much extras to go through. What about this one? Oh, okay. Available as individual volumes. So there's a bit more info on the back. Covers. Looks really well done. Let's see what stories we got here. 2 stories. Atlantis Mystery SOS Meteors. I actually have this one in Finnish. That will be going back to secondhand store after these. And the volume 4 has 2 stories. The Time Trap and the Affair of the Necklace. I like the fact that they changed also the inner cover to kind of reflect the albums and stories inside. So there's a bit different identity to each of the books. Well, there's a lot to read, extras. Looking good, looking good. And these books were the main reason why I ended up at Adlibris. I didn't see the complete, all the 4 volumes listed anywhere else. But now they're here, and I've got a lot to read. And can you guess the next book's publisher? No, that's incorrect. It's Cinebook. Long John Silver. This is by Xavier Dorison and Matthew Lafray. Again, volume 1, just to see what I'll be getting into. And let's put this on the examination table. Now this one just looked so good. The art looks so good that I knew I had to make a test. And if this is, I hope just the storytelling and everything is on the same level, the same quality as the art. This looks so much like something that I'll be enjoying. I like this a bit. It's not too hi-fi. There is that hand-drawn feeling in these. Though I don't know how people draw these days. Could be done with tablets or anything. But at least if you go through the trouble of making it look like a human made it, I appreciate it. But only 1 volume this time. And I know there are more of these. Again, I don't remember by heart how many, but I'll check it out if I like the content. Okay, I'll give you another opportunity to guess correctly the next publisher. No, it's Cinebook. This is Outlaws by Schubert and Runeberg. Now, this is a spin-off series. It's a spin-off of a series called Orbital. Really, really good sci-fi series. Check out the Orbital. And I think that only after that you should check out this one. This is, well, as I said, spin-off. This makes more sense once you read the main series. At the moment, the Orbital has 8 parts. Well, I don't have to go too deep into it. I have a video about Orbital in my channel. It was one of the first videos. It could have been the first one, but those earlier videos, they are painful to watch, but if you like pain, watch it. And yeah, it might be worth it. The content is so good in the comic, not in the video, in the comic. But this is the Outlaws is the spin of that, and this is volume 2. Writer is the same as in Orbital Runeberg, but this one has a different artist. The world of Orbital is such that I wish that Runeberg would expand it even more. It's a very potential world, even without these main characters. This is one of the main characters from that main series, and this is her spin-off. But I think that the world of Orbital itself would be a very good foundation for stories that are, well, that has no connection to these main characters. But anyway, let's look inside. This is especially good if you like Valerian. For me, this looks like and feels like modern Valerian. In storytelling, and the graphics have a nod to those ideas found in Valerian, but this feels more updated. Oh, by the way, that one. This feels like those police stations in Incal by Moebius. This type of sci-fi, just from the looks, is something that I'm a sucker for. I mean, it's easy to sell me albums that looks like this. And as I won't be going too deep into any of the books here, so if you have any questions about a specific book, just put it in the comments and we can continue there. And that was all. And for all the readers in the Nordic countries, just based on this experience, I can recommend checking out the Adlibris selection. They clearly have upped their game with the comics. There's more and more comics, and they keep listing more and more all the time as more suppliers get hooked to their system, meaning that now you have a hub in Scandinavia or Nordic countries where you can order stuff from, and they kind of try to get it from other places and then collect it into one box and ship it to you. It might take a bit more time, but at least you get it. And you know that if you live in Scandinavia, that often the availability is your biggest obstacle. Now it's time to say again goodbye, because I have to go read some comics. See you in the next one. Bye.